Haven't felt for so long.
Hey everyone, welcome to Mama from Scratch. My name is Emily and I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. So before we get into today's spring DIY using Dollar Tree products, I wanted to share with you some new items that Dollar Tree has in the store. That way you guys can pick them up before they're gone, because if you know Dollar Tree, everything goes super quickly. So here are some of those items. I thought they were really nice quality, and again, some different things that I haven't seen there before. So hopefully you guys can find these there soon. Alrighty, for today's spring DIY, we're going to be using this watering can, which as found at the Dollar Tree. They have a couple different colors for you, as well as this chain that's sold in a 3-pack. We're only going to need one though. I'm going to be using some black paint, silver paint, and then I was going to be using this gray primer that I had, but it dried up on me as I was trying to spray it, which you guys will see. So I ended up using this metallic finish, which actually is sold at Walmart and Lowe's, and I guess any hardware store, and it's only like $3.88. And then I'll be using some florals to fill my can with. And then I'll be using this painter's pen and this wall decal also from Dollar Tree. So you're going to start by spraying your can, and you just want nice even coats on this because it is such a bright color. You're going to want to make sure you go all the way around and do the inside of it as well. And then go ahead and let that dry for So Valspar also makes a spray paint. It's called Brilliant Metals, which is the same finish as the metallic metals ones that I showed you earlier. So this is what the can will look like. It's actually quite pretty, all silver, but I wanted to give it more of an aged look, as if it's been outside for a little bit. So I'm going to actually first take a drill, and I'm going to make a hole in the can. Now, the first hole I made here, I made a mistake. I went too far down, so I couldn't actually get my hook into it. So I suggest only going about 1 centimeter down from the top. That way you can take this little hook here that comes on the chain, and you're going to want to hook that through, and that is how we are actually going to hang our can off the wall or off the door. And then you can shorten the lever just by hooking that with the hook there. And I went ahead and sprayed this as well as with the silver spray paint. So now I'm going to take a damp napkin and a little sponge brush with the black paint, and I'm just going to start dabbing this all the way around my can. Now you don't have to use the paintbrush. You could just use a paper cloth or something like that to add it to the can, but you're just going to do some light brushes around it and trying to get more of an antique look. Don't worry, it won't look like this when we're done. We're just simply applying some of the paint on here. So as long as you can get a little bit on there, you're going to want to work in small sections, because when the paint dries, you don't want it to look like this. We want to get it while it's still wet. So take your wet napkin and then just kind of rub the paint in an upward motion and kind of spraying that around. And if there is a little bit too much, it's okay. Just turn your napkin around and then just brush more of it off. Now I'm going to show you two different looks for this. Now you can do the simple brush look, which is what you are seeing here, and it gives it a nice aged look, and you can brush off as much black as you want, or you can kind of dab on it, which gives it a more of an aged look, which is what I like because it looks a little bit more realistic looking, more of an aged look, adding a little bit more texture to the can because it is a flat surface. Now if you don't have the metallic spray paint or you can't find it at the store, you can just use the regular gray paint like I was showing you earlier, but you'll want to add a silver paint over the black to make that kind of shine and that metal look come out on it. So having a really good silver paint, and then you're just going to basically do the same thing. You're going to dab that all around the can to add that extra shine to it for that real metal look. Now I'm going to take my wall decal and just cut out one of the roses with the leaves on it. I thought it'd be really pretty to add this to the can. You could totally paint this on if you wanted to, but this wall decal almost looks like a watercoloring, and I thought this would just be a beautiful addition to the can. You can add just words to your can if you wanted to, but I thought this was just really pretty, and it's super easy, so it just sticks right on. If this is going to be outside, you would probably want to add some Mod Podge over it so that way it doesn't peel off. But this is what the can looks like with just the rose, and I would suggest if you're doing just the rose on it to move it up a little bit more towards the center versus the bottom area. So now I'm actually going to take my painter's paint pen and go ahead and write out a word on it. Now you could put Nana's Garden, you could put your garden name on it, you could put bloom, which is what I'm writing, or you could put fresh flowers. Whatever your heart content is, add that to it. And what I did was actually go back over the words to beef them up a little bit, but also the paint pen kind of stopped working on me, so it rubbed a little bit of it off, giving it more of an aged look, which again I really liked. So again, it's completely optional, it's your choice, but I just love the way this turned out. I think it's beautiful. You would never know that this was plastic because it has that real look to it. The only thing I wish is that the can spout was a little bit longer, and you guys could hang this anywhere. I hope you guys enjoyed this spring DIY and mini shop with me. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you are new. And I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon.